Hey everybody, looks like we're live. Finally, took me a second to get everything set up and going. Hopefully you guys are doing great today. Let me know if you guys are hearing me okay, because we're live and we are out here to do a product hunt. So we are on the hunt for products. If you're watching this video, we're going to get in and do some streaming for product research. All right, so it's specifically about product research. It's specifically about finding good products that you can sell for good margins. Obviously, we're going to be selling on the Amazon platform. If you're interested in selling on the Amazon platform, that's what we're going to be doing. If you happen to be selling on another platform, that's okay. We're going to show you how to use a tool and find products. That's what we're here about today. So for those of you who are joining me live, it's exciting to have you here. I know the notifications take a few minutes to go out. So let's go ahead, for those of you who are just showing up, and let's grab the counter here. So as the counter hits go, I'm going to start. From the time that we start to the time that we get this moving, guys, my goal is to find a product that is profitable, can pencil out in the numbers, and of course is something that you guys could potentially take, view, use, and have some fun with. So at the time we're doing this, let's go to go get this thing loaded up. I'm going to do a couple of things we're going to pencil out as we figure out whether or not this product is profitable. So we're going to be looking at products on Amazon in just a few minutes. We're going to get going, waiting for everybody to get started so all the notifications go out. If you guys see me and there's comments coming in, just throw the comments out there. I'll get to them as I can. You're kind of behind my screen just a little bit, but I'll make sure I pay attention to the comments. I'm going to share my screen in just a minute. We're going to go live. We're going to have some fun and do this. It's totally off the cuff. We're going to be researching products. If you have ideas for products that you want to see be researched, then you can, of course, throw those in there. And if I have time to do it, we will. Validate those products. Otherwise, we're going to go on a hunt. And I'm going to show you some simple mindset, train your brain tactics that you can utilize as you're searching for products and product research for products and what makes a good product versus what doesn't make a good product. So in a couple minutes, we'll go there. Thanks to all of you who are starting to join in. I appreciate that. See you coming in and watching the live stream. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm just a couple minutes late to getting the live stream kicked off. I'm going to try to get this more systematized. And down to kind of a couple of days a week. And I will notify everybody when that occurs. And of course, you're going to get notifications from the systems as it goes. So let's go ahead and get ready to do some product research. I like to get fired up, get my fingers cracked. Okay, we're down to a minute. We're going to see how fast it is that we can go and find a profitable product. And I'm doing it live off the cuff. I'm literally going to go in, use some data mining tactics and strategies. I'm going to switch into my screen in just less than a minute, and we're going to go live and do this. My goal here is to ensure that you guys find ways to look for products, because it is really training your brain and then understanding what the numbers look like. It's very key. It's very important that you understand what to do with those numbers as you go to your sourcing and concepts next. Now, we may not necessarily follow this all the way through sourcing for the interest of time, but we are definitely going to be looking for products. And then at the next step, it's going to be determining the profitability and validity of those products. And then for the profitability and validity of the products, you will obviously need to do your sourcing and due diligence. And we'll talk a little bit about how that works in just a minute as we go out here. We're going to do this in about 20 seconds. Just waiting for everybody to get out, all the notifications to go live, and for everybody who wants to join to have an opportunity to do this along with me. So this is fantastic. Thanks, guys, for coming on. So let's get this thing rocking and rolling. I'm going to share my screen. And I'm literally going to go into my own Amazon account and we're going to do some data mining. Why? Because you guys all have an Amazon account as well. And as you watch me do this, what you're going to find out is it is very doable to do this in your existing account. So let's go to the screen share. Let's make sure we have an opportunity to see what's going on. I am inside of my Amazon account. It's a historical long-term Amazon account, as you can see from right over here. I've been at this for since 2000 in this account. This is my personal account. There's things we just purchased. We're going to play with that in just a second. There's stuff on my history that's showing up. There's stuff on a watch list, stuff we looked at previously. What am I looking at on the homepage of Amazon? I'm all looking at possible products that we can purchase or sell. We're doing predominantly private label, but in a lot of ways, you guys are going to be able to see how, even if you're starting with retail, wholesale, online, arbitrage, even potentially sort of the gray hat of drop shipping. I hate to say that word when it comes to Amazon, but we don't really want to do that. But in terms of Amazon's terms of service, you got to be careful with those types of seller methodologies. I'm sure we'll talk about that more. But for the sake of finding products and profitability, let's dig in. So I'm literally going to go to my orders list. This is just guys, this is something you could do, literally. And find from products you are purchasing every day what it is you could potentially sell. Now, we do some gardening. My daughter literally just broke her collarbone. So unfortunately, she's going to be laid up in a strap here for the next 6 weeks while we get her collarbone. She's only 7, and she had a really good fight in judo with another boy in a sparring Rangori, and basically what happened was he flipped her, did a great job on his move. Unfortunately, she landed wrong, and falling is a big component of landing correctly, and when she fell wrong, she broke her collarbone. So she's going to get fixed up in one of these guys right here. But let's get in here because this is coming in for her. And I thought, okay, let's just go look at this product. I have not even researched this yet. We're going at this live. It's based on a real life incident. And I don't even know if these are profitable or we should even be selling these. But let's go dig in here. I'm going to play with my screen zoom over here just a little bit so we can make sure it gets to the window. As you can see, ASIN Inspector is loading up on the right, and it's a widget that occurs up over here. But I can also plug the tool up here, and it will pull the profitability and more data opportunities. We'll go through that in a minute under the settings. You can come in and look at all kinds of different data points to determine products. But for right now, we're going to stay at what we call the green light, red light, yellow light. As you can possibly imagine, for the sake of simplicity, anything that is green lit is something you'd want to sell or potentially sell. Anything yellow, you'd be very cautious about. Anything red, we'd want to be careful. And right now, this product is not selling a whole lot. It might look like it is. It might look like they've got a great listing, but they may not be the best seller in this market just because they were purchased and because they have 39 ratings. Something about this my wife liked. I can tell immediately that this is a third-party seller just by noticing that they're stacking these kinds of things in the front of their listing. Don't do that, guys. It's not really required. The system itself is telling me that at 35% cost of goods, this product over here is ranking in around gross profit of $6.17 estimated based on fees, storage, and where it's currently setting with its nodes and BSR. If we zoom up here just a little bit, you can see where it's currently coming in at 98,000, excuse me, which is below our 100,000 threshold, which means it's going to be potentially a good product if all the numbers were to pencil in. But look at that. It's not actually penciling in. And some of you might be thinking that's, a bad thing. You may not know what you're thinking just yet. And let's go through what this looks like. Sorry for the zoom. I'm just playing around with how that actually gets shown on the screen. We're looking at a listing that has some opportunities, but now we know that that's not terribly profitable. What we want to do is initially go sideways. We're going to be looking for products that have maybe a little bit more profitability, a little bit the better point of difference, a little bit more ratings. This one is currently showing that it's at 2,000. This one's showing it's at 4,800. 2,100 in gross profit of 1,000, gross profit of 896, 2,000. So what I noticed just a minute ago was this one at 4,860. I actually drove my attention was drawn to it. I don't know why, it just stuck out to me. So I looked in the photo, the numbers, it's 33.99. Let's just play with this for a second and see where it comes in. It's a full-on back brace. It's not exactly supporting the same interest, but it's in the same area of health and wellness, which is an evergreen niche, and it has to do with back posture. A little bit more ratings, a little bit more, but guys, what you notice right off the bat, we just found a profitable product with $4,864 in profit on a gross profit of $1,178. If my cost of goods for this product would stay at 11 or below, so now I know my negotiating point, then I could potentially sell this product. Okay, so let's say I negotiated my cost of goods down, or I got my 35% below that to maybe like 30%. Well, look, it actually just went more green. So there's $13.48 in potential profit, okay, for selling this in the node back braces, which we're looking at right up here. Let's go back and zoom in here. We're looking at the node back braces in the health and household department, and they're at just under 10,000 in BSR. For the department BSR, the node BSR is 33, and that's what's the most interesting for what we do. And how we show people to do this. We got our fees, we got our price point for Amazon there. We've got our net payout, okay, before cost of goods. And then we know what we would actually make at the very bottom line, $13.48 in potential profit per unit. And that's really powerful to understand those numbers, guys. It means you actually sort of know your numbers. Now, what would we do with that? Okay, could we sell this? Could we potentially sell this? Yes. Why? I've never heard of fit support. Never heard of fit support. I can also tell this is a third-party seller again because they're putting hearts. If they're a third-party seller, there's no reason you couldn't be selling one of these. They are registered potentially in this brand. There is no one else currently on this buy box except for them. And they've got a pretty decent little listing in their fit support. They got some doctors, nice. Pretty good potential product to look at. 33 in back braces. That's where things get really interesting because the department is not where we should focus. And everybody wants to tell you that, and I'm going to tell you not to go there. But what we're looking at is what the tool is telling us. It's also telling us where the star ratings, the fees, and everything would sort of pan out. So what we want to do at this point is not necessarily just look at this product and price point and say, that's it, I'm going to take this one and run with it. Let's back up, because we are inside. If you guys go right up here and you go along and you follow along with me at home, we're going to go right up here and notice that they are on medical supplies, braces and splints right up here, back, neck, and shoulder, and in back braces. All right, so what's interesting about that is we are down here potentially in a node within this back braces under back, neck, and shoulder supports, which is kind of cool. So at this level, what I would do is I'm going to back up and take a macro view. All right, we looked at the micro view, which was the individual product level. So let's go back in a macro and just look at this product in terms of other products that are in here. So products that are recommended, best sellers, featured deals, top rated, under 25. We can see the products that are showing up down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have ASIN Inspector go to work on that back here. And what it's going to do is pull all those products in for us that are currently listed under here. And we're going to start looking at some numbers. So you can see estimated revenue and sales, vanity metrics, folks. Please don't focus on those. We won't focus on them, and you shouldn't as well. We're looking at estimated gross profit and gross profit per unit and per month. This is where things get really interesting. So with the tool, you can come down here and just do a quick filter. So I'm going to come and do a quick filter for more than $10 in profit per unit. And suddenly I'm going to find there are 11 products that have been immediately identified as potentially profitable. We're also going to notice that some of these reviews aren't terribly well. Now, I'm not looking to find the exact product that's selling here. I'm looking to find a product that I could potentially compete with. So just this little effort, real time here, we found some gross revenues, we found some good profitability, we found some good metrics of competition for quality products. There are 3 here of which I have never heard the name before. There could definitely be a 4th one, which could be you selling this potential product. We know there are a couple of people who are on these listings. This is only one person selling this product. This is the current product being pulled in the buy box at the time we pulled the data. So that product could change because there are 2 sellers. If we click over here, we see there are 2 sellers. Their price points are going to change depending upon who is in the buy box. So at the time ASIN Inspector pulls this, it means that this is going to change. So just be aware of that. If you pull this again, or you were to go do this, watching this later, or you're doing it live right now, you might hit this second seller, and this price may be different for you. And the same thing with this one. 2 sellers are potentially pricing it differently. These 2 are actually selling exactly at the same price, but if one of them were to change, actually they're both comfy brace, so it's the same person. Some of you may have caught that, which is cool. So they're selling their product in a couple different ways, possibly FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, and FBM. We'd have to dig in deeper to find that out. So these 3, I don't know anything about them per se. I know that they have a posture adjustable correct. This one even comes with an ebook, and this one looks like it's for women men. That's really poor title. I just have to say that's a poor title. Sorry to whoever's listing this is. You're still making some money, which is cool, but your title is just jacked. And they got 3,800 ratings. So they're in here for a while, and that's something to consider for you who are brand new. That they have that many ratings on there. I don't have the number of ratings in here, but if you want to see the number of ratings, you can come under settings. All right, you can come down here and turn on the show rating link, or the number of reviews right here, excuse me. And we can see the number of reviews. It'll refresh, and then it will pull that data back together, and then we'll be able to see that column of data, right? So if you want to do that, we can always go back and hit our refilter results. What we find is somebody rated. I just came over here and recovered and applied last filter. And you can see we pulled in one other person doing over 100,000 BSR, which we really wouldn't want to tackle somebody doing that in terms of the product, but we don't know anything about them, and it's very possible this could be a decent product. It's got a decent profitability. However, the listing is not good. So there's another possible product that is doing a little bit of money, about 1,050 right there, which is cool. It's got a decent amount of reviews, as you can see, but in terms of these products and reviews, these 2 would be something to be easily tackled, with the number of reviews being 206, 277. Even up here at 2,500, it wouldn't be too scary to attack somebody like that. They've been in for a while, but that doesn't mean they've got the right product, the right point of difference. And clearly at this point, based on experience, I can tell you they're not doing a whole good job with their marketing. They've got a lot more opportunity to market. So guys, these are just some initial product opportunities. Here's 4 results I just found. on today's product hunt. So Comfy Brace, Alto Polo, and FY Posture, and Fortum. What you'd want to do at this point is go look at profitability and make sure that you could justify the cost of goods for this, all right? And what you would want to do is you'd want to come in here to the Get Net Payout tool, and you'd want to make sure that your cost of goods per a unit, what we call landed cost, that's down into Amazon and shipped into Amazon's facilities for those who are doing fulfilled by Amazon or FBA. And your estimated cost of goods is 35% or less. If you could get your 35% down based on your negotiations per minimum order quantity, at $16, you are potentially making almost $20 in profit. If we could get that down just a little bit more, 31% cost of goods at a $15.50 sourcing could get you $21.43 in profit. And at this ranking, your opportunity cost, folks who are paying attention, because you're getting a $35.93 net payout from Amazon, is to take that additional profit and market it better. Because you've got more profit in this, you could outpace the competitors here using sponsored ads. You could spend $5 to $7 easily buying up competitors that they are not going to get, and you could turn this product into one of those in no time flat. In the next 30 to 60 days, you could take a product like that and really ramp it up. A lot of opportunity, profitability, and opportunity for a product type like this. So we even are off in a totally different niche, guys, in case you're not paying attention. So over here, we had posture correcting. We had this potential posture. Here's another posture. But then we went totally off and found a whole nother product in a whole nother place, all right, that we could go dig into, and that's back seat and cushions. So at back seat and cushions, I'm not really concerned about the 2,537. What I would be looking at is, can I outmaneuver them profitably? Can I outmaneuver a point of difference? Could I buy more customers than them in the market? And if all of those types of things could be answered, including getting cost of goods that would be matched up over here accurately, then I'm going to get into competition, because this is a potentially good evergreen niche, memory foam designed with you, pain and relief, premium quality materials. It's not a bad listing, but there's always room for improvement, always room for improvement. And this is if you're a little bit more of an advanced seller, you might go after that. But the real point here, guys, is to identify the products. We have now identified products. So people say, is it hard to find products? The answer is no. So for those of you who are just joining, thanks for coming in. Let's back up real quick and show you where we went, literally, to get where you may have come in a little bit late. So we went into my orders. My daughter broke her collarbone. So I'm literally data mining from my own purchase list. And this is a product my wife bought literally on the 27th and shipped to our house to correct a broken collarbone for my daughter. And that list is really what led us into going through the different product niches you just saw us get into. How we went through this product, we bounced down to this product that took us over to product supplies in the side of health and wellness for back support. And health and wellness back support then took us into looking at a macro view. So let's go ahead and clear out the filters here. We can do that by just clearing the filter here. And we saw all of these products come back. Now, all of these products are listed by this particular page. There was not a keyword. We just dropped into this area called back braces when we did a little few steps of due diligence. Let's scroll the screen back out there. Sorry about that. And we did some due diligence on here. And based on looking at this at a macro view, we pulled all the products, macro being a big picture view, and to see what potentially came out of here. And now we can see number of products that are going red and yellow. We want to avoid those. So to do that, we're going to go for products above $10. And we're going to go to products that are rated better than 4.5. And so we're going to click filter results. There we go. Hit enter, hit filter results, and up pops 4 potential products that are making between $10,000 and $11,000, $13,000 in gross profit. This is what's important. The numbers that pan out from here, guys, we can look at it a different way too. We can come in here to the widget, and we can see the widget looking over here. It's telling us that our cost of goods around $9.44 for this product at 35% could net us a gross profit of $10.28 per unit. And that's really all we care about. Guys, I'm not even mentioning the gross revenue because I don't really care, and neither should you. It's a vanity metric, guys, in case you're not noticing. $22,000 in vanity metric on gross revenue here is a $10,000 and 881 profit here. But up here at $31,000, it's an $11,000. But you can see the difference in the amount of units moved. Why is that important? Well, we can talk about that some other time, but you should hopefully understand the numbers there and competition and opportunity for competition. One of the things that we would then go back and defer to is it saturated? So that'd be something we talk about in determination of whether we should sell this at the macro view or whether or not we should sell it as we have just looked here live today in a completely new market that was just opened up out of my own purchases. And now I've found 3 products. I was shooting for 1 during this live and I thought a good one would look good, but guys, we're looking at potentially 3 products right here that could be sold once vetted through supply chain. So there's a couple of ways you can vet through supply chain. Obviously, you can go in and do, excuse me, screen is scrolling around. Sorry, I don't mean to make you guys sick watching my screen scroll. We could go in and we could do this and search what we call open in store. You would come over to say AliExpress and it's going to do a reverse look up there. We can come over here and go open in store and look at Alibaba. We're going to see if there's anything that might match the exact name. If not, we're going to just pull out the details and go for, you know, comfy back posture corrector. Boy, they got their stuff all. Let's just go for posture corrector. There we go. Okay, so now we landed on it. So sometimes we're going to do an exact search, and that's going to help us. Other times we're going to do an image search over here at Alibaba, which is really going to help us kind of get down into potential products. Look, you guys recognize anything here? Did you see that? So they've just stole the images right off the manufacturing site. And that tells me right there that there's an opportunity. Why is that an opportunity? Because if they're just stealing the images off of the site as they currently stand, there's a lot of improvement for this particular FY posture as a product that we could attack. Look at that. Almost the exact same pictures. I doubt if we dig in there, we'd find them. So there's a lot of product opportunities. We just stumbled upon some. And guys, by the way, you should be noticing this is $1.98 to $2.25 per piece for 100 views. This is a 12-year-old company, 4-star diamond rated. We're on Alibaba at the moment. I bet if we look over here, we might even find a lower MOQ. Just to get samples in the market is what you should be doing. And so all I'm doing is vetting samples in the market before I would go off and look for purchasing larger quantities and direct manufacturing relationships to expand this out. But we would be looking at samples. So guys, there you go. 2 different potential products. Here's a 100-piece opportunity for the product that we were just looking at. It matches up right inside of here. They've got $13.19 in profit on 26. If we look at the whoops, excuse me, I'm going a little fast, but let's click on this. If we look at this, it needs to be $9.45 cost of goods. For a correlating type of product right here, it's up to $2.55 per piece for 100 units. 100 unit MOQ, and we need that to be $9.45. Do you guys see it? Pretty cool, huh? So let's say if we wanted to go in and find, and guys, I'm doing this totally live. This is not pre-scripted. In case you weren't wondering, hi, I'll come on the video for a second. Hi, I'm totally live, and we just went into my Amazon account and looked at my products to go find what we're looking at right now. Okay, so we're back to the screen. What I wanted you to see is I found a product right here it's now $1.98 to $2.55 for 100 pieces minimum order. We found the product right over here. They're considering it an Amazon choice, but guys, there's a lot of correlation between this product and the one we just looked at. That's almost the exact same model and the same kind of dude. They basically just hacked the images off of the manufacturer. Fascinating. And got some of that in there. Even if they're not that close, it's not really important. So what we're going to do is look for a point of difference, guys. We don't need to sell the exact one, but you want to look for a point of difference in this product. The goal here for anybody that's listening is not to sell the exact same product. That's not what's important here. What we're looking for is a point of difference that creates a better opportunity, a better value position than this particular product in the market. What we want to do is look at positioning the product so that we can sell it better. And now we know that our cost of goods could actually go down. If we were to even get our negotiated price, let's say we were at 9 and I'm finding it for up to $2.55 on 100 units. So let's say worst case scenario, I still had to pay like $7 a unit. I still have a potential $15.64 gross profit after all fees and stuff are collected, guys. So that's powerful. I want you to understand how powerful that is. Because we found the product just like that. So guys, that has been it. I'm going to get off because that was it. I succeeded in my goal today using ASIN Inspector to find that product. So hopefully you guys can do the same thing as well. Thanks for joining the product hunt. We're done for the day. Go out and do what I just did. Go back and watch the video later and go find some additional products because we did a product hunt live just now and we found profitable products. Showed you how to reverse them real quick to look for other product opportunities to source. And then get your point of difference. And so we just connected the 2 dots between product research using the ASIN Inspector tool and then finding those right back inside of Alibaba and AliExpress. where we can get those product samples and we can get them in the market. So there you go, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll do another product hunt soon. I'm going to try to do these on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you enjoyed this one, like and subscribe to the channel. Offer a comment, please, and we will make sure that as you guys engage, I can ensure that we do more of these. If you're paying attention and you like these, we can do more of them. Thanks for joining. Subscribe right now, and I will see all of you guys on the next live. So we're totally alive. I almost broke that glass. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.